Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica Gomez and I am the creator founder of Just Saying College, Career, and Community. So today I have something special for you guys. I am going to do a story time. Story time, story time, story time, story time. Story time. Yes, story time. I'm going to tell you guys today about how I got started in social services. So set scene, 2011. Junior year of high school. Oh no, crap. No, not junior year. Senior year of high school, the beginning. And I'm in my AVID class. AVID was my first period class that I had. And this one kid, we're going to call him, to protect his privacy, we're going to call him Charlie. Charlie tells me, "Hey, Jessica, what's up?" I'm like, "Nothing, what's up?" And he's like, "Nothing much. I just, I'm going to start working soon." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're going to start working." Mind you, it's senior year. I've already been working kind of with my mom cleaning houses. I used to miss at least 1 or 2 days a month because I would go help her clean houses. So I've, kind of okay, I'm ready to get a legit job. I want to work at the mall, right? So I tell Charlie, "Oh, that's really cool. I'm totally looking for a job too. Let me know. What's up?" And that was true. I was filling out applications at Ross. I was filling out applications, I think I even had Taco Bell and McDonald's, I don't recall, but I felt like I wasn't getting any callbacks. So Charlie says, "Hey, there's this program that's not too far from here that they help you get your first job, and it's specifically for high school seniors." And I'm like, "What? Seriously? There's a program like that exists? Okay." And so he gives me a flyer. I look at it and I'm like, "Okay, I'll call it." Mind you, this was the beginning of school, so maybe mid-August. And I don't really do anything about it until October, maybe going into November. I think, oh, hey, I haven't gotten any callbacks. I probably should check out this program. Let me just go check. So I decided that I would. And this office was a Sacramento Works office. It happened to be literally right down the street from my high school. I was like, wow, I did not know this place was here. And I went and I talked to somebody about the program. They did an eligibility determination for me, and they determined that I was eligible for the program. So I was like, cool. I was like, what do I have to do? And they said, well, you have to come in, you have to attend a few workshops that we call work readiness workshops, because you're going to get your resume done, your cover letter done. We're going to teach you a little bit about financial literacy so that when you start making, money and you start getting paid, you know how to read your paycheck, you understand what taxes are being deduced and so forth. So I was like, okay, cool. And they're also you also are required to participate in a service learning project where you have to take part of a project that is community service oriented that will benefit a community here in Sacramento. So I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm always down with helping people. I was raised, in the church, so giving to those in need is, a value that was instilled in me. So I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll do it. So I did that. A couple of weeks, maybe about 2 months go by, and I'm going to these workshops after school. I'm helping out on the project, and then they were like, "Okay, you're ready to work. We've seen that you've demonstrated the ability to show up on time. We know that you know how to communicate. We know that you understand how to interview. So we're going to set you up with an interview." And so they set me up with an interview at Love Culture. And I went, and I remember being nervous, but I did my best. And I remember the manager there at the time said, "You know what? I think you have some potential. We will bring you on at our store." So that was it. I got scheduled. I started the following day, and I was so excited. I was like, yes, I got a job. I'm going to do really good. I was all about, trying to impress my new boss and trying to be, a really good team player at this store. So that's how I got it. And I was there for some time. Turns out what I didn't know, even though I was in the program, was that it was a trial run. So just like any job that you get, there's a probationary period. So I learned that there was a probationary period, that there was a 3-month probationary period, and that they were going to decide after that if they were going to, leave me on for regular employment or not. So I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I totally did not understand when the youth worker explained that. And I was like, okay, let me do my best. So guys, I was doing my best. always trying to anticipate what the customers would need, making sure that I learned how to do the fitting rooms, making sure that I learned how to zone correctly, making sure that I tried to zone quickly so I can like help others. I mean, I was trying really hard to make sure that they kept me, because I really wanted to have a regular job, you know. I wanted to save to do stuff senior year, like take trips or possibly go on the senior year trip, which I knew my parents didn't have money for. I didn't end up going, but I could have if I wanted to. So a long story short, they did end up keeping me. I was there, and during this time that I was working there and involved with the program, I had a youth worker, and she was my case manager. And for those of you guys who don't know, in social services, a case manager is essentially the person that enrolls you into a very specific social services program and then tracks you throughout your progress in that program so that you have favorable outcomes, whatever those desired outcomes are for that program. So for this specific program, that is known as a WIOA program, Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act program. Well, actually back then it was called WIA, a little different, but essentially it's the same program. The positive outcomes that they want for their students in their programs are that they graduate from high school, which I did, and that they enter post-secondary education, which I did. And I had already been planning to do that even before I got involved with the program. But through the program, I formed a really good relationship with my case manager. Her name was, I'm going to say her real name because props to her. She was like very influential in my life, especially in that period of time. Her name was Amma. And she was a young Indian young lady that had just graduated from UC Davis. I believe this was her first or second job out of college, so she was fairly young. And I got really close to her. She was one of two people that I knew that had gone to college. So I was very eager to ask her a lot of questions about what college would be like, about financial aid, about how she decided what she was going to major in, and so forth. So she was a really great resource. I would talk to her a lot. My mom encouraged me to talk to her a lot. She'd be like, Jessica, like she went to college, like ask her these questions, like she's gonna know. You need to learn to like network, because that's how you get ahead in life. And if that wasn't the truth, I don't know what is, because networking, I found in the professional sphere, is super important. It's all about who you know and what they know about you. Yes, you need to be a hard worker. Yes, you need to have, a good record, but knowing people and having them know good things about you really helps you get your foot in the door so many places. So I talked to her. She helped me out a lot with my college applications. She wrote for me a couple letters of recommendation. I think she was responsible for me getting one scholarship from the county, which was really cool. And so through her, I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and major in history. Like, I love history. It's my best subject in high school, or at least it was, junior year before applying to college. And I love learning about, stories about America, stories about the world, stories about how and why this happened, why it played out the way it did. Kind of being able to predict, like, this is going to happen again, because, we're humans. We don't learn from our mistakes. History repeats itself all the time. So I did. I enrolled in Sac State as a history major. I was part of EOP, Educational Opportunity Program, and I was started early in the summer. I made some friends, and I was loving it. Really enjoying it. What I was not loving at this point, maybe 6-9 months into having the retail job at Love Culture, was working weekends and working nights. It wasn't bad. I just, I was a freshman in college. I wanted a little bit more free time to be able to hang out with friends or explore other things. So at this point, I had told Amma that I wanted an office job, that I wanted to be able to work, 9 to 5 and really, enjoy my freshman year. And so she happened to tell me, hey, you know what? We're actually looking for a youth advocate to work in the program. I was like, a youth advocate? What's that? And she explained that a youth advocate is somebody who has been part of a program or received assistance from a certain system, in this case, the social services system, and then comes and works for a program to advocate for clients or individuals that can benefit from the program. So she told me that a few other students from the program and a few other people were going to be applying, and that she thought I should apply too. So I thought, oh yes, that sounds interesting, and I definitely want to apply. So I did, and I remember it was second semester, freshman year, and I had an interview. Like, I literally had the interview for the youth advocate position, and then I had to scurry and hurry over to the Sac State campus to make it to the first day of class, second semester, freshman year. So I did my best. I explained, what I thought were my strengths, what I thought were some of my weaknesses that I could improve on, and why I wanted to work with youth and why I wanted to work specifically in that program. So, to my luck, I was very fortunate to have been chosen among those interviewed, and that was it. Second semester freshman year, I became a youth advocate, and I started working at the Sacramento Works Center. Oh, I learned a lot there, like a lot. I learned how to write different types of resumes. I learned how to write cover letters. I learned different resources for job search. I've learned about workforce development as a whole, and I learned what other people do there. And so other people that work there, provide different kinds of social services, are social workers of different kinds. So that's when I decided, you know what, I really like it here. I really like having the interaction that I do with students. I like teaching the workshops. I like interacting with others. I like creating documentations and flyers. And so, oops, somebody's calling me. Let me put them on hold real quick. And so I learned that I could do this. Like, I really enjoy this. So I decided at that point to change my major from history to social work. And that was it. I continued working as a youth employment specialist later on when I got my BA. And now I work as a workforce development professional with the goal of becoming a counselor. And it all started back in high school when I was part of this program, and I learned how rewarding it is to work with people. And that's it, guys. That's on to story time. That's how I got into social services. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day. And make sure you tune back in to see what other videos I drop. Leave comments or questions below, and I would be happy to answer them and get to them. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.